Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for an informative and exciting Global Cruise Line webinar with Carnival Cruise Line. My name is Johanna de Guzman. I'm the Manager of Industry Relations for North American Travel Trade Membership here at CLIA, and I'm quickly going to go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. The webinar will run for about 40 to 45 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the questions module of the webinar, and we will get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, CLIA Global. It is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Alicia Stewart. Alicia has been with Carnival for nearly 25 years. She began her career at Carnival Cruise Line as a business development manager and onto other roles at the company, prior to her current position as Senior Director of Sales, Key Accounts, and Carnival's Independent Advisor Team. In her role, she creates and develops sales and marketing initiatives with travel partners, as well as leads a team dedicated to training and engagement strategies for independent advisors. A graduate of Texas A&M University, Alicia resides in Fort Worth, Texas, with her husband, 2 children, and 2 dogs. In her spare time, she plays tennis and pickleball and is a member of the Jewel Charity Organization supporting Cook Children's Hospital, as well as the National Charity League volunteering at local philanthropies. And of course, loves cruising on Carnival with her family. And with that, take it away, Alicia.
Well, hi, Joe, and hi, everybody. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. And my apologies, I just want to say Adolfo sends his regards. He is under the weather. God bless him, that time of year. So I am jumping in to spend this hour with you all to share with you all the fun at Carnival and the latest news and updates that we have this year. So just to start, first of all, we are so thrilled to say we kind of had a monumental year in celebrating 100 million guests that have sailed with us since 1972 when we began. And we thank you for that. It's because of your support and getting your customers, our guests on board. We are just so thrilled. And we continue that fun. So as of this year, we are now sailing with 25 ships, the newest coming soon that we'll be talking about here shortly on our fleet of fun. And of course, expanding all across the United States with our very popular home ports. And hopefully you guys have really taken advantage of the fact that with our existing home ports, established 15 different home ports to choose from out of the United States, you literally have 50% of the US population within a 5-hour drive to one of our ships. And this has been so successful for us, hopefully for you guys as well as your customers, making it more accessible, easy to get on board our ships, and cost effective. So they don't have the long flights. They can hop on one of our ships at the nearest home port. And of course, we know once we get them on board, we're going to keep them coming back and experience different itineraries, different ships from the various home ports all across the country. We're also thrilled to say we're so proud that we can deliver fun, memorable vacations for your customers. And we've recently won several awards. And this is really not about boasting about our product, but it's really about our shared success. And that we've been voted Best Cruise Line for Families, Best Ocean Cruise Line, Most Trusted Cruise Line, Best Value for the Money, Best Domestic Line, as well as Best Brands for Social Impact, Best Cruise Line Entertainment, as well as Best Mainstream Cruise, pardon me, it rushed me, Best Cruise Line for Food. And again, this is just some things that allow you to share the experiences that your clients can get on board our ship. So definitely use this as a wonderful sales tool for you guys. Now we want to talk about you because again, none of our success is without our travel partners. So just to share a little bit about what's transpired this year with you guys. You've achieved so much. First of all, it's amazing to know that we had 56,000 travel advisors joining the business and strengthening our distribution. That's pivotal. It's so amazing when you look at our travel partners and what you guys do and achieve and your success. And we're thrilled to say that we continue growing in our community. You've also really taken steps to educate yourselves and expand your knowledge. We had 300,000 Learn and Earn training courses completed this year, or so far this year, I should say, and 8 million visits to GoCCL.com, which is, of course, our travel partner site, really showing consumer demand is up and your booking volume is truly higher than ever. And of course, that means more commission for you guys, which we absolutely love. We also are very proud and ecstatic to share with you that we have had our biggest booking days in company history. So when you look back, and it's been 51 years, to be able to say that is pretty exciting and pretty astounding. And once again, thank you for your hard work and being able to hit several booking records in 2023. Of course, you continue to drive demand to your clients and increasing business, not only for repeat guests, but also newcomers, and we absolutely love that. And we're also thrilled to say that with you, we are continuing to outpace 2019 booking volumes, and of course, couldn't do it without you. So one of the big plans we did this year was called Your Winning Plan. And this was truly something that we got the support of the entire sales team in collaborating and working with you on building a plan, because we know each one of you run your own business, right? So you're successful travel agents, you're travel advisors, you're running a business. And we really wanted to be able to help and partner with you to take it to the next level, to take your business to the next level. And so we had a wonderful series that started in the spring, went through the summer, 8-part events. So we had 7 different cities and a virtual event. We had thousands of you that participated. We also partnered with the U.S. Small Business Administration, as well as Small Business Development Centers and CLIA, of course, and ASTA to develop these wonderful plans. We had thousands of travel advisors that created their plans, and then we had 8 semi-finalists that competed for the champion title and cash prize of $5,000. We had the grand finale back in September 27th in Houston, and of course, one of the big moderators, speakers, and judges was Damon John, that you may be familiar from ABC Shark Tank, and he was thoroughly impressed with what you guys had to offer and what you presented. And we did have a winner. Kimberly Stanley was the recipient of the $5,000 check. And of course, she's from Mississippi. So we were all thrilled to be there and celebrate her and to celebrate all of you. So in recent Carnival news, just keeping you up to the latest, first off, we always want to enhance the guest experience. And hopefully you guys always recommend with your customers to get the Hub app, which is complimentary, that they'll have on their phone. It's such a fun experience because it gives them the countdown to their cruise, of course, enables them to pre-plan some things. And then once they're on board, it offers so much functionality. Tells them everything that's going on board the ship, the different dining venues, the different entertainment, when everything is open, as well as we've now done an enhancement for debark functionality, also setting up times for dining. So if they're doing your time dining, they can pick what time they want to go, what table size they need, go have a nice seat at the bar, grab a drink, and then we will let them know when their table's ready to come in and join us. So this has been a wonderful new experience. The other thing I do want to mention on the Hub app, which I absolutely love when we're traveling, is that just for $5, it allows you instant messaging amongst any of your friends and family that are sailing on board with them. And for just $5, you can order pizza anywhere on the ship, which I find absolutely fun. So definitely recommend they do that. Some of our other new guest enhancement experiences are going to be Family Feud. Now, I don't know about you guys if you've been on any of our ships that offer Family Feud, but it is such a huge hit. And again, it actually has gone viral so much that we have consumers contacting you guys asking if they can be a part of the experience themselves. So they're literally wanting to get on board and be a part of Family Feud. Because of the success, we are rolling this out to 12 more ships starting this fall on into 2024. So you're going to find this as an expansion of our entertainment opportunities. And then the other thing is our Military Appreciation Day. So what you may or may not know, we proudly serve and have more military and veteran guests on board our ships than any cruise line in the world, and we absolutely love that. We do so many things for our military, and this is something that comes from the top down from Christine Duffy, because she is such a supporter and wants to make sure that we honor them. And just so you guys know that we offer military discounts year round on all of our sailings. So make sure if you do have customers who are military or retired military or veterans, that they are aware of that. And a lot of times we have special promotions that they can bring friends and family at that special discounted rate as well. And then when you're on board our ships, each and every one of our ships sailing from the US market, we have military appreciation. And not only do we have a military appreciation day in recognizing them, but we also have different functions on board, appreciation parties. We have gatherings that allow them to tell their stories and allow our guests to participate and give their thanks for their service. If you haven't participated in one of these events, I highly recommend doing so. It's pretty outstanding. And then we take it a step further. Not only do we do all of these things, but we also even have our Heroes military tribute lounges, where we have different sports bars that are in tribute to our military, and even sell beer that give donations back to what we call Operation Homefront, which is a nonprofit organization supporting veterans and military. So as you can see, something we're very proud of and want to make sure you're aware of. We also, of course, expand our food and beverage, and we are so thrilled to say that our new chief culinary officer is Emeril Lagasse. We've had so much fun partnering with him. You know, he came on board with us and on several of our ships with the Excel class ships has created Emeril's Bistro 717. And it was so well received, and we had such a great relationship with him that he wanted to get more involved. And so he is now our chief culinary officer across our entire fleet, working with all of our chefs on board our ships, so our executive chefs, in developing new menu items across our fleet. We have different menu items that are vegan-based, vegetarian, all kinds of variety, whether it's dessert, appetizers, meals, but you will find his influence across the board. And it really has been such a wonderful, again, partnership. Not only that, we've also done some things in the dining rooms to really enhance the service levels. So now our wait staff have handheld ordering devices, so that as they're taking the orders and getting the drinks from our guests, they can go ahead and have that being delivered right at the beginning of service. And so it's really helped expedite service and made the experience even better. We also have added shipboard food and beverage directors on board, so they make sure that all of the new enhancements, all the new items that we have on board is up to quality of what we want our experience to be across the fleet of our ships. And of course, in the vein of optimizing food and waste production, we want to make sure that we do focus on that and making sure that we reduce that. And so we have a wonderful campaign to help eliminate all the waste on board. So that has been, of course, something that we focus on to be sustainable and better to the environment. And then we even have some new partnerships, something that we're very excited about. So we just announced partnerships with the New York Jets, as well as the Miami Heat. So you're going to see a lot of PR, a lot of, again, recognizing Carnival branded with these teams. And again, it just gives that influence so that, you know, when your customers, they may be seeing us out there, and just to put that in their heads, put it in their minds, and something recognizable for them that you guys can tap onto as well. So we also have deployment updates. We've been very busy and unlocking sailings all the way through April of 2026. We actually have 90% of our deployment all the way through 2026 is now open. And the reason why we're doing that is we're finding people are booking further out more and more. So they're seeing the value of booking early and going ahead and locking in those sailings, because we are filling our ships so quickly. In fact, we've also included and have opened up 500 sailings to our new destination called Celebration Key that we are so excited about. And she will be in, of course, Grand Bahama, and we are actually going to be visiting Celebration Key from 9 of our home ports and on 18 different ships, something that we're pretty excited about. So just to give you a quick visual of Celebration Key, I wanted to share a little video with you guys. So bear with me one moment. Let's show right here. You can have a quick glimpse when she starts out in July of 2025. So we're pretty excited. I got to tell you that this has been in the works for quite some time. And of course, obviously, we've got another about year and a half to go. She is going to be such an amazing destination. And as you could see through that quick little video, these massive lagoons, we're going to have family areas. We're also going to have some adult only space. We're going to have, again, entertainment areas. We're going to have fabulous water parks, dining venues, shopping, and of course excursions right from Celebration Key. And again, so thrilled about this, with so many ships being able to sail there and offer different itineraries to get you there. So I think your guests are going to be, or excuse me, our guests, your customers are going to be ecstatic. Okay. So also we have, of course, many new featured sailings that we now have open. So we just recently opened Carnival Miracle sailing into Europe in the summer of 2025. So definitely want to take advantage of that opportunity, as well as more sailings to Alaska from Seattle, as well as San Francisco. And then we've expanded our Carnival Journeys cruises worldwide. We have so many new opportunities with Carnival Journeys. And if you're not familiar, Carnival Journeys is a very unique program that we started years ago, really for our past guests. And the reason being is we always want to continue offering new itineraries, new experiences to get guests back on board our ships. And these are going to be longer cruises that range anywhere from 9 days on up to 31 days. They go into more exotic ports of call. So it could be in Hawaii, Australia, it could be, Iceland, all over Europe, into Asia. So we're really expanding where we go and again, venturing worldwide. But what you're going to find on board these, they're very unique experiences. And not only is it going to be very destination focused, we're going to have a lot of entertainment that's, really goes along with the culture of the different ports we're going to, as well as the dining and entertainment. And then we'll also have educational aspects to it as well. So I really love this as an opportunity, especially for those customers that you have who are very well traveled, who've kind of looking for those unique experiences. Whether they've been on Carnival or not, I think they're going to find that this is a definite great way for them to really experience unique itineraries and to have more time in the ports of call and to really embrace the culture and the culinary aspects of the different places that we visit. So highly recommend looking at the Journeys cruises. And then lastly, we also have our new itineraries from their home ports in the US. So we are expanding itineraries and offering something unique from different places that are very popular, like Galveston, as well as Los Angeles and New Orleans. So of course, you'll find all of our deployment updates on goccl.com. All right, and of course, sailing from a home port near you. So we are once again, as we are talking about expansion, first off, we are thrilled in Galveston. We are going to be welcoming the Carnival Jubilee starting December 23rd. So her first sailing will be our Christmas sailing, and she is going to be the third of our Excel class ships. So if any of you are familiar or have sailed or sold the Mardi Gras or the Carnival Celebration, she is her sister ship. The largest ships in our fleet at 180,000 tons, also sailing on liquefied natural gas, good for the environment. This, of course, ship does take the Texas star, so very proud to be residing in Texas, as you can see in that right bottom hand corner. And with her, she's going to be very similar to her sister ships in that she's going to have 6 distinct zones. What I love and what I want you to think about with these different zones is each zone kind of has its own personality, its own feel, and it's going to offer different types of entertainment environments, different activities, different dining options. And it really gives you that complete feel of being able to enjoy different areas of the ship each and every day. And it's got just such a beautiful flow to it. These ships are absolutely gorgeous. When you walk in, this is Grand Central, and this is going to be, 3-story ceilings high. As you can see, it's a great place to mingle, to meet up. We'll have coffee bar near here. We have, again, bars in the evenings, little shopping venues. What I love about it is we can transform this space at night to be an entertainment venue. So we have live music going, we have acrobats. Again, all around the area, you're going to have different bars and lounges to choose from. It really is just a beautiful space. On the Jubilee, specifically, you're going to find one of her zones. It's called Current. So this is, again, one of her 6 zones. What I love about the design of this ship is it's all about the ocean. It's about experience kind of that ocean feel. And so we're going to have boardwalks and coastal boardwalks to feel like you're out at the beach. And then this is what I love. If you look up, you can see it's below the waves. So we'll have these beautiful, what look like windows overlooking. So it looks like you're underwater seeing sea life. So it's pretty spectacular. And this is going to be the promenade that's once again going to take you into another area with different dining and entertainment. And you'll find, of course, Emerald's Bistro 717. So this is just one of so many different dining experiences for our guests on Excel class, and specifically this picture of Jubilee. You're also going to find, of course, the ultimate playground with our one and only Bolt. This is our roller coaster at sea, 19 decks up, expanding 850 feet above the ship. Pretty spectacular. And of course, in this whole zone, you'll find all kinds of activities for all ages to enjoy. And then I think one of the best things about this ship and this class of ship is the array of Excel suites that we have to offer. It is something really special. So not only are you going to have the Excel suites, but we offer such a variety of accommodations on board these ships that it really gives you the opportunity to sell up and to really introduce people who, whether they've been on our ships or never been on Carnival before, to really embrace some unique experiences as well as some of the best accommodations at sea. So once again, one of our Excel suites, which as you can see here, not only is it expansive inside, but outside, you have your own day bed, you have lounge chairs, sitting area, a dining area, a little hot tub that's for your private as you're sailing along in the Caribbean. So something pretty special. And so before we go further, I do want to share with you a quick video on the Jubilee and what your guests or your clients can experience. And guys, forgive me, if you guys have had any trouble in hearing the audio to the videos, make sure, I do want to let you know that you have access to these videos that we can share with you. And also on GoCCL under the marketing tab where we have our logos, images, and videos. So definitely we are more than happy to share that with you. So moving on to fun Italian style. So we have been so thrilled that we inherited two of our sister company, Casa's ships, the Carnival Venezia as well as Carnival Firenze, and I should say three, sorry, the Luminosa. But I want to talk to you about the newest one that's going to be coming our way this spring from Long Beach, which is Firenze. And again, with the concept called fun Italian style. Now, if you have not had a chance to see Venezia or get on this ship, I'm very thrilled to share with you. I recently was able to sail on her just a month ago, and I've got to tell you, the combination of fun Italian style absolutely works. It's been such a unique experience, and it really does embrace the Carnival experience, the fun, the friendliness, but you have this Italian atmosphere. You have the beautiful Italian decor, the Italian cuisine, different influences on our entertainment, as well as, of course, our dining program. And it has been such an outstanding experience that we're so thrilled that we get to share this not only out of New York on Venezia, but now out of the West Coast on Firenze. So just to show you a little bit about what you will experience in walking on board these ships. So this is the atrium. So as you, of course, are walking into the ship, it really just kind of starts right there. And you just get this feel that you're absolutely in Italy. Some of her dining venues, you're going to find the same, and outstanding. Again, I cannot say enough about the quality and the experience that it is a Carnival fun experience with this beautiful decor to truly make you feel like you're in Florence. One of the best meals that I've ever had on board our ships was at this specialty dining restaurant, Il Viaggio. If you have customers that are going to be going on either of these ships, I want you to highly recommend that they take advantage of this fine dining Italian experience. This is very similar to our steakhouse that we do have, of course, on board our fleet of ships, Fahrenheit 555. It's at that level of dining experience, service, and quality. And it has got some of the best Italian food I've ever had in my life. So definitely recommend making a stop at Il Viaggio. And then, of course, what we've done is, even with our lounges and stuff, we do a kind of little Italian flavor. So this is one of the mini bars and lounges that guests can enjoy while on board. And this is Frizzante. And you're going to find wonderful, your Aperol Spritz, just different influences from different Italian drinks. And it was so funny that I had recently traveled to Italy this past summer and fell in love with a new drink called Hugo that I learned while we were in Venice. And when we were on board, I was very happy that they made this Hugo. So they really do, it's very authentic. They do such a great job. And once again, just to kind of pull in that Italian theme. And then the deck space as well. It's just so gorgeous. So I think you're going to find that it really has that fun influence, of course, of Carnival, but with having this different experience and atmosphere while they're on board the ship. So definitely look for that to be something unique to offer your clients. And then, of course, in discovering all the different itineraries that we are offering to have this fun Italian style experience, we've got Carnival Venezia sailing from New York right now, and she's offering short and long itineraries to destinations in Eastern and Southern Caribbean, as well as Bahamas, Bermuda, Half Moon Cay, and New England and Canada. And then she will make her debut in Florida. So for the winter season, she's going to winter in Florida. So in December 2024, featuring week-long sailings to the Eastern and Western Caribbean, plus some special Carnival Journeys cruises to Southern Caribbean. And then, of course, in Long Beach. So once we start the Carnival Firenze, we'll begin sailing in Long Beach at the end of April next year, offering short and long sailings to the Mexican Riviera as well as Baja, Mexico. Okay, and then I wanted to share just a few fun tips, some things that we want to make sure you guys are taking advantage of to really help in your sales of Carnival. First off is truly booking early. We are finding, as I mentioned earlier, people are booking further and further out. What used to be maybe, traditionally on average a 4 to 6 month window for bookings, now we're looking at 9 to 10 months out. And so I know many of you, and we get travel partners reaching out to us all the time looking for inventory close in, and it's just not there. And that is, again, thanks to our partnership with you guys. There's such a demand. So we're thrilled to say that, but what that means is you really need to get that point across to your customers to take advantage of booking early, and especially with our promotions that we offer with early savers. And many times, like right now, being able to offer reduced deposits, sometimes in combination with onboard credits and things that they can really find the best deals. And not only that, by giving them the best deals, it allows them to buy up in different types of accommodations that they can truly afford because they're, again, booking early so they can get on up into those balconies, get on up into those suites. So just know that, yes, while inventories is limited for 2023, we definitely have so much to offer all the way out as far as into 2026. So make sure to take advantage of that. The other fun tip I want to share with you today is make sure you're asking for more. Our guests as a whole are very social, and we have so many of them traveling together and sailing together. And what we want to make sure of is, almost 80% of them are actually sailing with other guests on board, whether it's their own friends and family, but they may not be buying from the same travel agent. We want to make sure that you're taking advantage of that. And by simply asking a few good questions like, who would like to be sailing with you? Who would like to take this cruise vacation with you? Who do you know that would want to sail on this Carnival cruise? Honestly, by just asking those simple questions, you might be amazed how you can turn one booking into 2 or 3 and potentially tripling your commission. So make sure you're asking for that business. And hey, you're offering tremendous value by asking for it because you're going to make their life so much easier when they are planning their cruise with friends and family, because you already know the itinerary, you know their location, you know the dining they've requested, and you can make that so streamlined for them. So take advantage of that. And the other fun tip we want to make sure that you're taking advantage of is using the resources. Our jobs are here to support you and make sure that you're successful, and that comes from Adolfo all the way down. Our sales team is here to support you, and everybody at Carnival headquarters, that's what we do. So make sure that you are engaged with our product and you're following Adolfo on his Facebook page at Carnival Trade. Also taking advantage of all the sales tools and resources on GoCCL Navigator. We have wonderful learn and earn programs that, of course, you can then tap into our Loyalty Rocks program, where you're earning points by being engaged with us, by doing the trainings as well as making bookings, and turning that into rewards for yourselves. And then, of course, reaching out to your BDMs. We have the best sales team in the industry, and they're so experienced and knowledgeable. So reaching out to them, honestly, use them as part of your sales force. They're going to help you and guide you and give you, successful tips to help expand and help you succeed. So we want to make sure you're taking advantage of that. And then the other resources through the Carnival Independent Advisor Team. We are absolutely here to truly help in training and engagement for all independent travel advisors. And you will find so many resources through our webinars, as well as live training and events, our regular newsletter updates, as well as our social media. And we have a whole library on YouTube for training that you guys can tap into no matter what you're specializing in. And then, of course, ship tours and FAMs. So if you take a quick picture here, you're able to, through your phone, to on this QR code, so you know how to reach out to us and to be a part of that team and make sure you're taking advantage of all the resources that we have at your fingertips. And with that, Joe, I was going to go ahead and turn it over to you to see if we had any questions, so we can do a little Q&A before we give out some prizes.
Yeah, of course, Alicia. Thank you. First of all, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day and presenting all this information that you have about Carnival with us. I know the attendees are very excited. We are getting tons of questions. So I do want to let everybody know that with the time that we have left, if we don't get to one of your questions, the Carnival team will be receiving those questions so that they can review them and reach out to you all separately at the conclusion of the presentation. So don't worry about that. But just to get started, could we just get back to the QR code? I think the attendees would really like to just have access to that, and it can just
You
stay up
bet.
during the Q&A portion.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And then I know that you spoke about the celebration key. Could you share with me and the attendees which are the 9 home ports offering sailings to that destination?
Oh, absolutely. We are so ecstatic. So literally over half of our home ports will be offering. So we've got, let me make sure I'll count on my fingers here. We'll be sailing from Baltimore, as well as from Galveston, Mobile, New Orleans, as well as New York. And then from Florida, we will be departing, offering sailings to Celebration Key from Miami, from Port Canaveral, Tampa, and Jacksonville. So we're pretty thrilled. So we actually have over 500 sailings open on 18 of our different ships from these different 9 home ports sailing to Celebration Key. And so those are already open for business. So we're pretty thrilled about it.
Yeah, very exciting news. And then for any attendees who are new to selling Carnival or new to the travel agent business, and maybe I'm sure that they are, especially learning all this stuff about Carnival, I'm sure that they're eager to learn more about how better to sell Carnival to their clients. Do you have any recommendations on a good place to start for them, or to learn more, to access any resources that they can use to help sell Carnival?
Absolutely. And perfect question for the slide that we have up. So we have so many resources out there. You know, we talk about this all the time. Our team is constantly developing new programs for our travel partners because it's our success when they succeed. So I'm going to go back one slide, then come back to here. So truly, the resources begin, you know, if you look at Go CCL, and this is, of course, our booking engine, which is complimentary for all of our travel partners to use, but it's so much more than that. We've definitely spent millions on enhancing that. Excuse me, my dog had something to say about that. Enhancing Go CCL and making it such a user-friendly experience when they are using it as a booking tool for individuals, but we also and groups, of course. But there's also so much education they can find there. So through our Learn and Earn program, as well as our Knowledge Center that they can find on GoCCL as well. It literally has every ship, every deck plan, every description of all the public rooms, the staterooms, everything that they can possibly know, they can find there. And then, of course, with our wonderful Learn and Earn program to help educate themselves. And then, as I mentioned, utilizing their BDM when they're really wanting to develop their business and talking about sales tools and making a business plan and marketing initiatives. We want them reaching out to our BDMs to really get their support, get their experience and their guidance. And then lastly, as I mentioned on this slide, our Carnival Independent Advisor team. That's our purpose. Our purpose is to truly help all of our partners, our travel partners, kind of navigate them through the training and engagement and offer them different platforms of training so that they can, you know, do it on their time, which is available to them 24/7 through YouTube. And of course, by following us on Facebook, they're going to be able to find out even more of when our trainings are going to be coming up, how to participate in our ship tours and different FAMs and live events that we have coming. So these are going to be the best resources.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Alicia. And could you just elaborate just a bit on the FAM program, and if on the app or the website, if there's a place that travel agents can identify who their BDM is, who they should contact for their area?
Absolutely. So trade support. So if they have any confusion on who their BDM is or who should they contact, absolutely reach out to our team headquarter level at trade support. So it's just trade support at carnival.com.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing that contact. I'm sure that they will be getting a few messages there. And could you just remind me, when is Carnival Forenza's first sailing?
So she is now coming out at the end of April. I believe it's April 25th of 2024.
Okay, so coming up. Um, and just
Coming up, so
another
we're very
question.
excited.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just excited about the announcement that you mentioned about Carnival Jubilee start sailing next month from Galveston. That's correct?
That is correct. So her
And
initial sailing, her first inaugural sailing will be December 23rd, so over Christmas. And yeah, we're very thrilled to have her. So being able to have that Excel class ship, you're trying to spread them to different home ports across the country. And so Galveston being one of our largest home ports, it just made sense to, of course, bring this beautiful ship there.
yeah, and could you just tell us what other itineraries or what are some of your favorite
Yeah.
itineraries that she'll be offering?
Absolutely. So she will be offering our Western Caribbean itineraries that are going to be 7 days weekly. So she'll be going to Mahogany Bay as well as Costa Maya and Cozumel.
All super fun locations and destinations. And
Yeah.
let me just take a look here to see if there's any questions here. And Alicia, could you just share? I know we spoke about the app, but there were a few questions that rolled in when we got to that page there or that slide. Could we go back to the app slide there from the beginning?
The Hub app.
Yes, the Hub app. And there are a few
I'm
attendees that
scrolling.
are just asking just if you could go over that one more time and just go over the charges if there are any.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So here's what we were talking about the guest experience. And yeah, the Hub app, this is something that, they can get, of course, on their phone. And it's complimentary. So the Hub app is complimentary to download. And I would recommend as they're working, with their customers to tell them to make sure they do so prior to, getting on board. It has a fun experience. It does a little countdown to cruising. And so it just gets the guests all excited. The Hub itself, the Hub app is complimentary when they're on board. So a couple of the different programs that we offer, that the only additional expense, it's $5 that enable them to have kind of instant messaging so they can kind of text in their group. So if they're sailing with friends and family for just $5 on the entire cruise, it enables them not to utilize any of their resources on their phone. So they can just text and say, let's meet for lunch here, let's go do Family Feud here, whatever. It just allows them to kind of have that instant messaging feature, as well as if they're meeting others on board and want to add them and they've got it, of course, they're able to do that as well. And then the other thing that I did mention is pizza delivery. So, our pizza on board, everybody raves about our pizza, which is complimentary to go to our pizzeria. But of course, it's a nice opportunity when you're sitting out in the sun and you just want to stay put, you don't want to get up, or you're sitting by a lounge or listening to some great live music and you decide, you know what, I'm hungry for a pizza, but I don't want to get up. Well, for $5, you can have the pizza delivered right to you. So these are just some new things that we've been doing on the Hub app, which has been outstanding, and absolutely people love it. And we just experienced it. We tested it on the Venezia and it was awesome
Yeah,
because,
who doesn't like
we'd
pizza on
already,
demand?
yeah, pizza on demand. So we got to love that. But we're constantly enhancing the functionality. So we're just making it that much more streamlined and easy. So one of the other things I mentioned is those that are doing your time dining. So for your time dining, obviously you don't have a set time. So if you can
Mhm.
say, okay, family's ready, we're interested, they can go ahead and put their name up. We're ready to, we want a table of 4, we'll be coming in. So as they're walking down and going down, towards the dining room, they may go stop, grab a drink, and then we just let them know your table's ready. And so it's just a nice way, streamlined way for our guests to have even a better experience. And of course, they can even book shore excursions, spa treatments, specialty dining. So it enables them to have access to all of that. And of course, the use of all of that is complimentary.
Awesome. And I just want to let you know that a few of our attendees are saying the Hub app is great. They love it. They make everything a lot simpler on board. So kudos to you guys in that app. And just a clarifying question, the $5, is that per person? So per device, it's $5, or is it per group? How does that work exactly?
It's per device. It's per
Okay, per
device.
device, so per person. So every time you download the device, if they wanted to add that, they would just be $5 for that. Okay, perfect.
Totally optional, and that's for the entire cruise. So it's not per day.
Okay.
It's just $5, and that's for the entire cruise.
Great, thank you for clarifying that. Another
Yeah.
question we had here, let me just pull it up again. Alrighty. Oh, there's a lot of questions rolling in. People are really raving about the Hub app here.
That's great. I love it. I didn't know the Hub app would be the shining star.
Yeah, no, people are there. Lots of comments are just rolling in saying they love it and it just helps. And the pizza delivery is an amazing touch. And
It
let
really
me
is.
just find it here. Oh, okay. And could you just speak to the accessibility on board? A few of our attendees are asking that if the accessibility rooms are equipped for wheelchairs and scooters and things like that.
Absolutely. So all of our ships have staterooms that are accessible. So depending on the needs of the guests, so we have a department, guest access. So if you do have a customer who is in need because they do have a scooter or wheelchair, they would just need to, I would reach out to our guest access department and they can work with you to determine the right stateroom for them. But we absolutely have that on every one of our ships.
Perfect. Love to hear that. And let's see here. I know that we mentioned it earlier, but I think some of our attendees may have missed it. If they want to get their hands on those wonderful videos that you showed us, where can they go to access that and download that?
So, and Melissa, my buddy Melissa, if I state this incorrectly, please correct me. But on GoCCL, under our marketing tools, we have an area where they can download different logos, different photos, which is outstanding for them. I would love for all of them, all of you on the call to go and look there and see all the assets that you have access to. But we also have videos there. So I believe that's where we have housed those videos. So Melissa, if I am incorrect, please correct me, but I believe that's where they can go and have access to those videos.
Yes, so you are correct. They go through GoCCL. Where the marketing library, there's the link that Alicia mentioned that you can definitely have access to all of our B-roll and Carnival images. But there's also, you see a link for the Carnival YouTube page. So all of our great commercials, brand videos, like the Jubilee, will be hosted there, and you're more than welcome to share those links on social, share the link with your clients and email to give them a feel for the ship and the brand. And we have not just Carnival Jubilee, we have a lot of our new commercial spots, we have other ships, experiences, so a great place for you to check out.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you.
And last question here before we get to giving away some prizes to our lucky attendees. I know that you mentioned the new partnerships with the Jets and the Miami Heat. Could you share anything about those, just so it's possible that some of our clients might be fans of the Jets or fans of the Heat, and it might be a good selling point or connection point for our travel agents?
Well, you know, honestly, it's going to be, so we are very excited about this. In fact, Joe, you had just mentioned this, right? You were at the Jets.
I was just there on Sunday, so I love the stadium. So I'm excited to see now my two different parts of my life coming together in a partnership. So that's very exciting to see.
Oh, well, my dog's excited too. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so we have these wonderful partnerships. You know, it really is about areas that we are in, and we want to be kind of a part of that community and showing, you know, being part, of course, some amazing teams. So these are some new marketing and advertising partnerships that we have with them. So you're going to see a lot of fun things that we're going to tag into. We're going to be doing some events, of course, along with them, and some giveaways. And so there's going to be, yeah, we can't, I guess, give out too much. So I'm sorry, I'm a little closed-lipped about
No,
that.
that's okay. I know
But,
that it's like a secret, so it's more of like a stay tuned and just trust that there's exciting things to come.
Stay tuned. But you know, I mean, really, it's about our name being out there and, of course, being visible. And with that, it gives us the ability, of course, to be in these communities. And so they're seeing our name, and what we hope that does, of course, is then turn them into opportunities in business for you guys. So yeah, but more to come. But this, especially with the Jets, this is a very new partnership, but we're very excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you all announce over the next few months or years or however long this partnership is. So that's super exciting. And I do want to let our attendees know one more time that I know that there's a lot of questions rolling in, and I'm very excited that you all are excited about Carnival. But don't worry, we are going to get these questions over to the Carnival team. So if we don't get to your question during this Q&A portion, they will have the opportunity to reach out to you and answer whatever questions you all are submitting. We are wrapping up the webinar here, but I want to make sure that we do have enough time to announce our 10 winners. So Melissa, if you want to come on and just select or announce the randomly selected winners and what they received, take it away.
Absolutely. So today we're giving away 100 Loyalty Rocks reward points to 10 lucky winners. So those are, and excuse me if I mispronounce your name, Novanda Clinton, Kelly Easter, Emilio Garza, Thomas Watson, Rhonda Purdy, Evelyn Caba McCrae, Dax Nicholas Casampan, Belinda Sanchez, Farine Williams, and Yannick Palmer. So please, if you can email us at tradesupport@carnival.com. We will get over those points to you.
Super, super exciting, and I'm sure that they're very excited to win those Loyalty Rocks points. We do have just a few minutes here. Melissa or Alicia, would you like to just share any closing thoughts, any things to remember, any contact information that you want to share with our attendees to make sure that they have what they need to sell Carnival the best that they can?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think from all of us at Carnival, we truly want to thank you. I mean, a lot of what we shared today was what we have jointly accomplished, and these are no small tasks. So we're very proud, and we hope that we are giving you guys all the support you need to succeed, because that's truly our jobs, and keep bringing the fabulous people on board to have wonderful memories and experiences with their friends and family, and of course lots of fun, so we keep them coming back, because that's what it's all about. So just like we said earlier, I just want to make sure that you know each and every one of us at Carnival is here to support you, and we do have so many resources. And I know sometimes you guys get so much communication from everybody, it's hard to keep up with it all and knowing where to go. But just don't ever hesitate to reach out. Contact us through, as Melissa mentioned, tradesupport.com. Contact your BDM, reach out through us through the Carnival Independent Advisor team. We're going to help you navigate through all the tools to, again, continue your success, make sure that you're thriving, making good money, and keep the business coming in, because we know we can't do it without you. So everyone at Carnival shares our thanks with you. And of course, with the holidays coming up, I can't believe it. Thanksgiving next week.
Yep, the year is wrapping up.
Oh my gosh, we want to say thank you, and for such a phenomenal year, and knowing that we're moving into 2024 right around the corner. So we're here for you. We think it's going to be even better. So keep it up, and just know we're here to support you. And I know Adolfo sends his love and thank you, and wish he could have been here with you today.
All righty. Thank you, Alicia, again for stepping in last minute. You presented the information flawlessly with so much passion, and I want to let you know that the attendees are thanking you as well for all the information and a great presentation. They also do send their regards to Adolfo, that hopefully he feels better very, very soon. Congratulations to our 10 winners. Melissa, thank you for announcing that and handing out those Loyalty Rock points. And I just hope that everyone has a great day and can join us for the next one.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Joe. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Bye.